She didn't go viral overnight. But if you watch Nollywood movies regularly, there's a high chance you've seen her face more times than you can count. Hello, my viewers! Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, kindly subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell. Today, let's talk about the rise of fast-growing Nollywood actress Uche Montana. Uche Montana, whose real name is Uche Nwaefuna, is believed to have been born around 1997, making her one of the younger faces in the Nollywood industry today. She is originally from Anambra State, but she was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria. Growing up in Lagos played a huge role in her exposure to entertainment, media, and the acting industry. Before acting, Uche Montana explored modeling and beauty-related opportunities, which helped her build confidence and comfort in front of the camera. But acting was always the main goal. Her journey into Nollywood started around 2015, and like most actors, it wasn't glamorous at the beginning. She took small roles, background appearances, and minor characters that many people didn't even notice at the time. But here's where her story becomes interesting. Instead of waiting for one big movie, Uche Montana built her career through consistent appearances, especially in TV series and digital Nollywood films. One of the major turning points in her career was her role in the popular TV series Hush. That role helped put her in front of a larger audience. People started noticing her face, her acting style, and her screen presence. From there, she began to get more serious roles. She also gained strong visibility through YouTube Nollywood movies, which are currently one of the fastest-growing parts of the industry. These movies helped her build a loyal audience because she appeared frequently and delivered strong performances. Unlike many actresses who rely on one viral movie, Uche Montana's growth came from repetition and consistency. She kept showing up. Different roles, different characters, different storylines, and slowly, people started recognizing her as a leading actress. What really makes her stand out is her acting style. She's not loud, she's not dramatic for no reason. She's calm, natural, and very expressive. When she plays emotional roles, it feels real, and that's why producers keep casting her. As her career grew, she began working with more established Nollywood actors and appearing in bigger productions. Today, she is no longer just an upcoming actress. She is now part of the new Nollywood leading faces. When it comes to education, Uche Montana is also well-grounded. She studied law and obtained a law degree, proving that she didn't abandon education while chasing her dreams. She also comes from a family with siblings, although she keeps details about her family life very private. That privacy is something that has helped her career a lot. In an industry where many celebrities trend because of drama, Uche Montana has built her name through work, consistency, and discipline. You rarely see her involved in scandals or online fights. She focuses on her craft. Apart from acting, she is also a businesswoman and runs her own fashion brand, showing that she is building multiple streams of income. Today, Uche Montana represents a different kind of Nollywood success. Not loud, not rushed, but steady and intentional. She may not be the most controversial name online, but her career is growing in a way that is solid and sustainable. So, my viewers, what do you think about Uche Montana? Do you think she's underrated, or do you think she's already becoming a top Nollywood actress? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more trending gist.
This is how I got here. I got into acting by just going for a modeling audition one day, and I met a guy who was on tinsel, and he just looked at me and he said, "Oh, do you act?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I never. I just do commercials, and I guess that's acting, but I won't call myself an actor." So he got my number, and that was how our friendship started. And then one day I was in my hostel in Unilag, and he called me and was like, "What are you doing? So there's this thing, just come, let's see how it goes. I'm not sure, I'm not certain that you're gonna get the role, but come and try." And I'm like, "Why not?" And then I went. It was on Do Good sets, Mnet's TV series Do Good. And then I went and I got picked for the role. And that was how my acting career started. First of all, when I went for my first audition, it wasn't planned. But before I went, I prayed. I told God, if this is what He really wants me to do, He should make it easy for me. And I know some people don't think prayers work, but prayers work, trust me, because after my first audition, it didn't take me long. I mean, I know I'm a free spirited person on set. Like, I'm very friendly on set, down to whoever, So another thing that helped me in getting my second major audition that got me my breakthrough would be communication with the crew. I'm not a diva on set. And it was by a recommendation that I got my second audition from a crew member who you would never have thought would mention your name somewhere, and they'll just be like, okay, send her an email and let's see. And that was how I got to know about Hush audition. And I went for it and I got the role. Oh, I was very nervous. I was nervous. I mean, I'd already started modeling, so it wasn't like it was new being in front of the camera. But the fact that I was supposed to work with Kate Henshaw, who I always thought was a star, and I always looked up to, would always watch her growing up. I was a bit nervous by that, but then I got it over with. I got it done. I got encouraged by the people there. They knew I was nervous, but then they just wanted me, and I was good, and then they picked me after my first audition on Do Good, and then I started going for auditions. I didn't always get a no, to be honest. I always, I was, for some reason, I was always picked. For some reason, I have no idea why. I don't think I'm the greatest. I don't think I was so experienced. But for some reason, I was always picked, and I kept my relationship with a lot of people I worked with, and it was easy. I won't say it was 100% easy, because there were times that I went for Tinsel audition and I was under the sun for so long, and I got a call back, but I didn't get on Tinsel. So that discouraged me a bit, because I'm like, what did I do wrong? Well, ever since then, I still kept on going for my auditions. I kept on going for auditions because I knew this was what I wanted to do. I've always been the type to be social. I've always been the type to want to be in the spotlight. I've always been the type to have passion for acting. I just didn't know how to start. And my mom was very supportive. She, at some point, started getting upset that I would leave school and go for auditions. But then after a while, I learned to balance it. And it was support from family kept me going, and my determination. When I got the email for the Hush audition, I was like, who knows me? Like, where is this email coming from? And then I was really excited about it. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. I just, at some point, I was like, should I go? Should I not go? I was talking to myself a lot. And then I had a friend who said, go. And then I went. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anybody. So I went for the audition in Ikeja. And from just stepping in front of the camera, I was shaking. I was really nervous because we had a lot of the Mnet people there. It was like, because usually all these Mnet people don't have to be there when you're going for auditions, but they were there that day. So I was a bit nervous. They gave me a script. I read it. I was in the bathroom for a long time. I was trying to get into it. And I came out and I did it. And I got an applaud there in the audition, and I was like, okay, does this mean I have the role? I wasn't sure, but it was great. It was so encouraging. My ego boosted up 100% from the reaction I got from people there, and that was how I got the role. I prepare for auditions by going on the internet. Monologues. I watch a lot of monologues. I read, because sometimes when you go for auditions, you're asked to just be you, like do something, let us see, amuse us. And I go on internet, I watch monologues, I learn from actors. I learn every day. There's nothing that you tell me that I say I know, because I like to learn. So I watch a lot of monologues on the internet. I read a lot of books about acting. Well, if I'm given a script, I prepare for that role. I read the script. I understand the character. I talk to myself on how I want to portray this role. I mean, what can be in the script can be a different perspective you have. So I speak to the director. I try to have I try to have a relationship with the director. I speak with him. Okay, this is how I think I want to play this role. And then if he thinks or she thinks, oh, it won't work this way, we come to a compromise. And I read my scripts. I watch movies that have a bit of connection with my character, and I learn from that. Um, I faced some challenges being an upcoming actor. One which is not even being listened to based on the fact that I'm upcoming. Most people, some directors, producers, would not want to listen to you if they don't know you. Some would not want to even hear what you have to say or want to see what you have to offer if they don't know you, if they've not seen your face somewhere, if they've not seen your work. So that was a bit of a challenge for me. And then the only way I could break through from that was to prove them wrong. I can do this. If not, that would have been a major challenge. There are sets that I've been on that I didn't get a certain kind of encouraging treatment from the production, from fellow colleagues, from crew members. There are times that I feel like an upcoming actor, like I'm treated like trash, in the sense that nobody cares about anything about you. Nobody wants to know if you're all right. Nobody wants to know if, like, how do I explain this? There are times that I'm on set and I feel bad by the treatments. And sometimes I cry actually. And I'm like, God, please, I can't wait to be a star. I want to be a star. Like, I want to grow in this industry. There are times I've been discouraged by treatments on sets, but I have never ever thought of quitting. I've just been a bit discouraged. I've never thought of quitting because if you quit, then what are you telling the people who are looking up to you, being an upcoming actor? I got a bit of recognition from Hush. I didn't know how much recognition Hush got until I was offset and I went to the mall and I got people stopping me, Vina, Vina, Vina. Or on the road driving, I get people driving behind me, following me into Lekki, trying to stop me in traffic. In the club, in restaurants, I get recognition from all these places. And it doesn't make me proud. It just makes me want to do more. But then after Hush, I was thinking, God, what is going to happen now? Am I going to just sit at home? I'm not going to work. I even called my mom. I'm like, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm worried about this acting thing. Am I going to sit at home? But after Hush, it became even more interesting. I don't think I can count how many times I've gone for auditions. I've not gone for auditions like more than twice, and I've been working a lot. There are times that I even shuffle two sets at the same time. It's been an amazing journey so far, and then also being in school also took a bit of my time. So I was working. I didn't have to wait too long at home for the next role. I had scripts waiting, and yeah. First of all, I love to learn. I don't think there is any knowledge that is a waste. Even if it's something that I knew before and you're telling me again, it just reminds me. So I still open my mind to learning. So I learn, I learn, I learn, I learn, and I learn. From directors, actors, myself, the internet. The internet is your friend. I learn. Acting wise and in my personal life, I have role models. My mom is my role model. She's my role model for her strength and her urge for success, regardless of the stumbling blocks that were there. So that's my first major role model. And in my acting industry, I have a couple of veteran actors that I look up to, that I've been watching as a kid until tomorrow. Even if I don't get to work with them, I look at them and still want to be like them. And the reason being, I have role models that have to shuffle, because I know it's not easy being a mom, being a wife, and being in the industry. It's difficult. I know. I'm not married, but I have an idea of how difficult it would be, having to go on set for a long time, having to get back to your kids, having to meet up to their needs, having to meet up to your husband's needs. I have role models who are married but can still balance the sheet and keep their family intact. So that I have role models for in the acting industry. I'm in the process of self-actualization, in the sense that I'm in the process of determining who I want to be. I'm still in that process. I'm not going to say, oh, this is where I am, or this is where I'm going to be. I know that I'm very hardworking. I'm very ambitious. I can be too ambitious for myself. So I know that I'm going to be very successful. I want to be successful. I'm working towards being successful. It's not just about saying I want to be successful. I'm working towards being successful. I'm leaving my mind to being able to learn things. And I believe with all this, I'm going to get to a point where even me, as I sit here, I think, oh, I'm going to get to a certain level. I think I'm going to go beyond that level in the acting world, in my personal world, in my life as an entrepreneur, my life as an actor, my life as a woman